Welcome to Saved by the Geek, everybody. Today we are doing a special show. We are doing the Pokemon States review video. Now, as y'all remember, this is my guest, Kyle Kiger.
I'm just not wearing anything Pokemon this time.
Yep. But today we are doing our Pokemon review video. So, Kyle, how'd you do in States?
Well, out of 25 kids, I think, I came in 6th, I believe.
That's not bad.
And most of them were from out of state.
Now, here's my question. I was reading online that they did something on Sunday. It was a state tournament?
Well, for Masters, it was day 2 of states because there were so many of them they couldn't fit all their rounds into day 1, and they had to do a day 2 for the top cut. But what I actually did the day after was a post-states league challenge. It's kind of like after, sometimes in the Pokemon anime, after, say, Ash would lose, for example, what I just watched a few days ago, he would lose the Challenge Cup or something. I don't know. I don't remember very well that part, but I don't watch the anime much, but but after he lost, he would just come to the sudden realization, I'm going to train and get stronger than ever before! And that's how pretty much everyone in the Pokemon anime or video game does when they lose to you, like your rivals. And so it was kind of like that, and I used 2 completely different decks, and the second time out of 13 seniors, I came in 4th. And most of them were still these out-of-state kids.
Now, there's one coming up this Saturday in Louisville, Kentucky, right?
Yes, I believe I am going to that.
Well, if you do, then we will definitely be rooting for y'all. Definitely on Twitter. You know, honestly, and you probably didn't see this because my Twitter account's kind of different from the videos and everything else, but you had a lot of support on Twitter, actually. We had over 250 Go Kyle Goes on Twitter for you. I did count them, and that was awesome. That was pretty amazing. Now, we did get some questions in for this thing, too. And I was excited. We got in over 25 questions, and I picked the top 4 questions. A lot of them were some pretty ridiculous questions, actually. And some of them were, I had a couple mean ones, too, but I left them out. But I picked the top 4, and I'm going to go into that right now. So, first one is from Thomas Till at 4A Thomas.
Okay.
And the question was, does it ever get stressful putting a deck together?
Oh, yes. Okay, so literally the morning before the post-states pre-tournament thing, I was just like, you know what, this deck doesn't work. These people have already seen what deck I'm going to be playing. They're like, oh, well, this guy did pretty significant, and I know he's running this, so I can just counter it with this. And so I made a completely different deck the morning before. It took me about 30 minutes, and I just threw together a Dragonite Aromatisse deck. Completely random. It got so stressful because I kept thinking, should I just go back to the deck I was playing? And I was throwing all these ideas together, Evital EX counters with Darkrai counters, random Mewtwo and Darkrai variants. It was just freaking me out, and I was just, you know what? And I was just saying, you know what? I thought about this deck a while ago, I'm just going to do it. And because really the deck that I played at States was really a deck I just made on a whim with cards I had got from the Legendary Treasures pre-release.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Next question comes from Susan Boys. And this is at Susan Boys on Twitter. Can you sing the Pokemon rap?
Yes. Next question.
Can you give us a little sample of it? She wants to hear it.
She wants to hear it?
She wanted to hear it.
There's several links on the internet.
Well, I tell you what, I tell you what.
Fine.
Just make her happy.
You know what?
He'll sing 20 of the Pokemon from the Pokemon rap. Go.
Hold on. I'm trying to see if I even know 20.
Alright, 10. With 10
okay, I can do 16. I can do 16.
Go ahead.
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Metcalf, Venusaur, Chatot, Fearow, PGC, King, Jolteon, Dragonite, Ghastly, Ponyta, Vaporeon, Poliwrath, Butterfree.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks and no thanks, Susan.
All right. Next question comes from Moorhorn.
Okay.
And it's at Moorhorn on Twitter.
Seriously, these people's names are there.
Which Pokemon looks like Justin Bieber?
Beaver or Bieber?
Justin Bieber. The singer.
Which Pokemon?
He's having to think on this one, everybody.
Okay, yeah, just give me a second. New Justin Bieber or old Justin Bieber we liked making fun of?
Either one.
Alright.
Because he wasn't Pacific.
Alright. I'm going to go with Magmar because Magmar has a butt on his head.
You know who I was thinking?
Who?
Jigglypuff. Because it's round and gay, so I figured that would work.
And no one likes listening to his Slasher songs.
Yeah. So, yeah, that might work. That was my opinion. I was hoping that's what he would say.
Magmar's got a butt on his head, and
Jigglypuff's annoying.
Alright.
And the last question comes from Kathleen McTeer.
Oh.
At Kathleen McTeer on Twitter. If you had to battle anybody in Pokemon, who would it be? It can be. Now, she said this. Celebrity, etc. So, this is how I want you to answer this, Carl. Because name who you want to battle as a celebrity, as someone in Pokemon, and somebody like off the wall. Just somebody, like, it could be the President of the United States if it wanted to.
Alright, so a celebrity, someone in Pokemon, and someone else.
Random, yeah, just random.
Alright, for the celebrity, I would like to battle... Justin Bieber. It's on my mind.
Why did I knew that was coming, too? I knew
because it's on my mind.
Well, I mean, he's on everybody's mind. But
alright, and for someone in Pokemon, I'm going to have to say youngster Tristan. He is like the second person you battle in Zone, and he's really freaking easy to beat. So, and for someone completely off the wall, I would like to battle the Pink Power Ranger. I see that look on your face. You said someone random.
Well, I wasn't expecting that. What
did you expect?
Which Pink Power Ranger? Is it the original or the newer ones?
Oh, I don't know.
Please say Amy Jo Johnson. That'd be so awesome.
Sure.
Because she actually, now, here's a nugget for everybody. Amy Jo Johnson used to be a Pokemon player. She actually played Pokemon. She actually run the national championship back in 1998. And she was a Pink Power Ranger.
I would also like to battle Snoop Lion.
Who's that?
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Lion. He's Snoop Lion now.
Is he?
You didn't know that?
That's weird.
He made a music video of himself playing Pokemon with his manager. And it was him versus his manager, so I want to play him.
Well, now, I had a couple questions for myself. Now, these. Now, my questions were, the Pokemon games, like the actual card game. When you're actually making a deck, okay, this is my question. If you're making a deck, how do you know the difference between putting in, like, the elements, the, I guess they're called trainer cards now, and Pokemon, the difference? How do you know the balance?
Well, the balance that's accepted is usually like the balance that people like running. The most Pokemon anyone played at like the last few years World Championships was Jack Pitcher. He played 16 Pokemon in his Mountain Eater deck, and he came in 4th in the seniors. And so usually it's like 10 to 14 Pokemon. Right now the most popular deck in the format will run 10 to 15. The deck I took to States probably ran about 20, but Garbodor lines like I was playing always usually have a normal deck, and then they have Garbodor in it, adding a few more Pokemon. There's normally about 14 energy. I mean, I played a deck, though, with 16 energy because it was big basics with Ho-Oh. I've been swapping out Garbodors for Ho-Ohs and stuff like that. And so, usually it's like 15 trainers, 15 energy, or 15 Pokemon, like maybe 13 energy, and then 37 trainers.
Okay. That's pretty interesting. It's stuff I didn't know, though.
Usually a lot more, like, on rare occasions, like pretty rare occasions, stadium, maybe 2, item cards, 20 to 30 with some decks. And then supporters, there's usually about 12. And then energy, that's up to you. And then for evolution deck lines, it's completely random.
Now, my next question,
yeah.
on this point, is Pokemon trading card game. You know, it's a big popular thing probably going out there with card games.
Yes.
Magic's right up there with it, and Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of falling below a little bit, and then there's something called Vanguard, I think?
Vanguard, yes.
Yeah, it falls under Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, there was a lot of rumors going around, and I was reading online about this, that HeroClix, the company that does HeroClix, is going to start doing a Pokemon version of HeroClix coming. Do you think the people that do the Pokemon trading card game will be doing that, too, with leaks?
You mean like accepting HeroClix matches?
Like Pokemon, it's all Pokemon based. They're going to have all the Pokemons, and it's going to be a HeroClix based Pokemon game. You think they'll do a league on that and probably championships on that?
Well, they don't already do leagues for like HeroClix or tournaments for HeroClix. They do some where like friends will just make up a random tournament. But it's more just like, I don't know, but if they are, shut up and take my money, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think Pokemon, honestly, is going to be... See, HeroClix is going into the Pokemon because they think that they can make it huge like the card game. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be an epic fail or it's going to be good, but it should be interesting how that plays
When the
out.
kids in my class, like my 5th period class, heard that I was in a Pokemon tournament, half of them went, wait, there's tournaments for that? So, I see, because it's just, I hope that anyone can really make it better, more popular.
Now, to me, the TV show, back when I was a kid, it got a lot of steam until WB lost its contract with it, and it kind of went away for a while. When that happened, there wasn't really a show there for a while. I think it disappeared for like 4 years.
No one really cared.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Well, I mean, and then, what happened was the show was so popular in the original.
Well, yeah.
But after that, I mean, the show has lost steam so much. The books have kind of lost steam.
The manga?
Yeah.
There's still like some going for like $250. If you have the 4th volume of a certain one, I think it's like $250. Because it's like James sitting, it's like James sitting next to an apparently pregnant Jessie. I don't know. It's like worth $250.
They well, this is what I'm kind of getting at here with this question. The video games are actually more popular than anything else.
Duh.
The video games is what honestly has saved the franchise.
Of course.
And do you see them possibly later down the road making a Pokemon-based game? Okay, the Wii U's out, the Wii U console, which is kind of compatible now with this update coming next month, supposed to make them compatible, where you can play off each other. Mm-hmm. You see a Pokemon game coming out that's going to be compatible with X and Y that you can play on your Wii U, maybe to like battle. Maybe like Pokemon Stadium, maybe. Like, this time you can just upload them straight into it instead and have a hookup or nothing. Maybe Wi-Fi in.
Yeah.
Or maybe like the bank. Maybe Pokemon Bank could be something they'll use. I don't know.
Well, because people were talking in my league, they're like, Pokemon Z is on the way. But that's only because they find these hidden legendaries, and only twice in the Pokemon franchise has there ever been a 3rd legendary aside from the main 2 that has made it spawn into a 3rd game with it being the main legendary, and that was Pokemon Emerald from the Hoenn region and Pokemon Platinum from the Sinnoh region.
So, I mean, and the Pokemon, like I said, it keeps growing. It's getting really big. It's probably, like, I mean, I don't even know. You told me last time how many Pokemon there were in those.
Like 719, but 720 because 720 was confirmed. 720.
Now, on that note, I'm going to ask one more question, and we'll be done with this interview for today. So you can get ready for states in Kentucky.
I'm going to just tell you right now, it's going to be, I've already sort of started planning it out. It's a deck that kind of has gained a little steam, but every time people start to play it, something happens and it just goes back, and it's always been a counter to the most popular deck in the format. Only once was it generally accepted by everyone, even the people trying to counter, even the people that were running this deck that they were trying to counter, and that was what the card Tracheon being able to do straight up knockouts on Darkrai EX, and so, to my knowledge, that's the only time that people have used counter decks that have ended up like countering other decks. But seeing the decks that were used, it's the regionals or the state championships in Tennessee, I kind of decided what I want my deck to be, and that's going to be a Raichu, Mewtwo, Drifblim, and it was something else. Raichu, Mewtwo, Drifblim, Tracheon, I guess it was. I don't really remember. It was more like a deck just to straight up counter Plasma and counter Yveltal at the same time. It's probably like with a lot of Crushing Hammers and Enhanced Hammers.
That makes sense. Trying to remember what else I was going to say here. My last question. Do you ever see them making a spin-off game, like of a spin-off show maybe of like Pikachu, just like Pikachu, or a spin-off game where it's just Pikachu, like adventure of him, like kind of like Mario, you know, like you have to, kind of that kind of game. Since to me Pikachu is probably the most recognizable character of Pokemon, unfortunately.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
I mean, he was kind of, I mean, there's so many characters they could put as a face, but Pikachu was put as a face because of
gender
the
appeal.
Yeah.
And its cuteness.
Yeah. So they thought that would be, to me, I think they should have, maybe Charmander would have been better face, I think. But that's just because he had attitude.
Well, also, if you'll recall, Ash's Charizard didn't give a crap about Ash until he was battling Charizards or Charmanders.
Or Mewtwo.
Not really Mewtwo, but,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah. But do you think they'll make a spin-off show? I mean, show or game?
Show or game. Well, they kind of did with Pokemon Yellow being essentially that. They also made Hey You Pikachu. Pokemon Channel was essentially a game that Pikachu was the only one that mattered. And they also did those, like, shorts before that one movie. It was, like, Pichu Brothers, and
oh, yeah.
I know Pikachu was, like, a main thing in that.
Well, I was thinking, like a Mario-based, like, Pikachu game.
I don't know. There's been, like, a lot of spin-off games, like Black Market, not legitimate Pokemon games. And they were all pretty horrible. I've seen guys, like, playing them. They all didn't look so good. But I think maybe if they do get enough money, and it would be like if they screwed up one game and nobody liked it, it wouldn't be just end of their company. This is if they could, and they could just make a game that it could completely fail, but nothing would matter. It wouldn't really matter.
So they can make gambles, and it wouldn't even
yeah.
matter. That's, I mean, they make so much money on those Pokemon cards anyways, and the games.
Well, yeah, but the main way that people are making money off Pokemon cards is by just getting them by chance or through trade from people who don't know any better, and then reselling them. Well,
to me, like the Pokemon games, they can make a game about Pikachu's taking dumps, and people would buy it because it has Pokemon on it. I mean, to me, that's... I mean, think about it. I mean, if it had Pokemon, if you call it Pokemon Toilet, someone would buy it.
Pokemon Brown.
Yeah. Oh, God. But that's pretty good. So,
I know, right?
good luck in the States and Kentucky. We're wishing you luck. Keep the Go Kyle chants going on Twitter.
The comment section.
Where is the comments on Facebook, everybody? Where's my Facebook peeps? Now, if you're on my Twitter, get on my Facebook and do it on Facebook. We need some support for this young man going into this Saturday. And also, we need some support on YouTube here. Go into the comment
section. The video with me in it before only had 2 comments saying "Go Kyle Go," and that was from him commenting on his own video and me saying "Go me go."
But you need
after states.
Twitter actually blew up for you, and we actually one guy that I was actually going to leave. This is the key element. This was kind of funny. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said "Go Kyle Go."
Real Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson?
Yes. The actual Rock said "Go Kyle Go." Now that guy right there is an awesome guy because, you know...
Air high five.
When my mom was diagnosed with cancer, he actually sent me a video telling me that his heart was with me. So that guy right there, I got all the respect in the world for him. He actually got behind you. And thank you, Dwayne Johnson, anytime. And, hey, wish this kid luck. Hey everybody, you know, this has been Said by the Geek. This was our checkup video with him. We'll have another one coming up. Probably
maybe in a week or something.
Yeah, checking up about this states. If some reason if I can actually go to this one, I might actually film you, and we might post some film. Because I would like to get some film to post on so people can see how good you actually do. That might happen if I can get the day off to do that. Probably not, but it would be worth trying. If not, we will definitely see you in a week and check back with you. Everybody, this has been Saved by the Geek. And everybody, be safe and geek on.